And when lunchtime rolled around, the local restaurants couldn't quite support the diverse, Look, basically, what I'm trying to say is that the British people are too racist to eat food that tastes good, and there aren't any restaurants that serve wet bread or whatever it is that British people eat. So,
Like, do people even think before they talk anymore, or do you just, like, spew out whatever retardation is the first thing on your mind? So, by your own standards, your own words, like literally you just said that not liking their cultural dishes and refusing to eat it and making fun of them for it, all that, blah, 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 that is racist. However, you feel comfortable doing exactly what they did, to the British. Like, by your own standards, that is objectively a racist joke. And I thought we weren't supposed to joke about that. It's a real issue that still affects people every day. I thought that was taboo to joke about. So I highly doubt that was just a joke. And it's like, so what is it? Either you made a quote unquote problematic joke, or you're just racist. Like, this genuinely just gives me vibes of, like, it's okay as long as I don't say it to brown people. Like, those are the vibes that I get from this. Because on one hand, this guy will tell you that these are real issues and it's insensitive to make fun of them. But then, when it comes time to make those same jokes about white people, oh, he's ready to go. Literally within his sentence of, it is racist to be not accepting of other cultures' food, in that same sentence, he will then immediately go on to be unaccepting of another culture's food. Like, it's just shocking, the hypocrisy. Like, it genuinely feels like they did not think about this at all before they wrote it. They just kind of were like, British food bad. Because I'm just thinking, like, imagine if a British person said that about, Indian food. Oh, I don't eat shit on a sandwich or whatever it is you people eat. Imagine if a British person literally just said those exact words to an Indian. You would literally never fucking see the end of it. People would, that person would get, like, ratioed to hell and back. It's just weird. It's just weird how comfortable these, like, people who call themselves anti-racists are to be racist, like, to people who look like them. What I genuinely think it is people like the guy narrating this, they're like insecure failures for the most part. And they see everyone around them not being that way, not being depressed and mentally ill and stuff. Because most people don't spend all day on the internet, so they aren't, like, giga depressed and mentally ill and shit. So it's like it's just like a lashing out coping mechanism. And it just makes them, feel better to be like, oh, I support the thing that is different from me, but I hate the thing that is most similar to me. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just really, really weird that on one hand, you're not allowed to make fun of Indian food, but on the other hand, the literal same sentence 2 seconds later, making fun of British food, that's acceptable. And it's like, okay, well, what makes it acceptable? What, because one of them is white and the other's a minority? Which is weird because, there's far more Indians in the world than there are British people. And India has far more institutional power just in terms of GDP and just, I mean, really any metric. Since there's so much more of them and they make so much more stuff for so many more people. Like, by all intents and purposes, Indian people have far more power and clout than British people do outside of, like, the US, like, British, clubhouse. But, like, it seems like this person is so uneducated on geopolitics that it's like he's like, oh, I'm gonna take the side, of these poor Indians. And it's like, what? I don't know. It's so patronizing too. I don't know. It's just weird. This whole thing is weird. This is the kind of thing that makes me just dislike a video and stop watching it.